Whoa, America's this Lex Super Tube with some breaking news. Now, y'all, we got exclusive audio of Mr. Eddie Griffin, legendary comedian, entertainer, actor. Come on, y'all. We got exclusive audio of him making some interesting points about what's going on with the Food and Drug Administration, nutrition in America, and of course, RFK, who was just appointed by Trump. And look, Eddie Griffin, he made some great points. He said, why in the world is the same company that regulates food also regulate drugs? Huh? Like, are you eating the work? Why is the same company that represents what you eat represent illegal drugs and narcotics? Like, what? What? Well, look, we gonna play Eddie Griffin building on this, and then we gonna play a clip from RFK, and y'all let me know in the comments along the way what y'all think. America, get jiggy with this.
We need some real food in this country. 99%. You know, you go into a grocery store and it says the healthy food section. Now, if there's just a little tiny section of healthy food, doesn't that tell you that the rest of that shit is unhealthy? They telling you right in your face, eat this poison over here and this little tiny healthy shit over here. The American food system is an atrocity and is a goddamn crime. But everybody that's is in charge of putting the ingredients in there, and the Food and Drug Administration needs to be scrapped. Because how the fuck you gonna be food and drugs? You better be proficient at one. You better be proficient at food or proficient at drugs. You can't be both. I'm food and drugs. That's like a dope dealer on the corner talking about you want an 8-ball sandwich. I'm food and drugs. This young lady beautifully broke down the problem with the food in this country. Most of the ingredients that is in our food are banned in every other country. Check it out.
Our government is letting U.S. food companies get away with serving American citizens harmful ingredients that are banned or heavily regulated in other countries. One set of ingredients over there and another one here. This is McDonald's French fries from the United States. It has 11 ingredients, but in the UK, there's only 4, and salt is optional. This one has an ingredient called dimethyl polysilicoxane, and that can be preserved with formaldehyde, a neurotoxin, and just happens to be the first ingredient in silly putty. This is United States Fanta right here. It's made with high fructose corn syrup, artificial dye, yellow 6, red 40, and sodium benzenate. In the UK, they have real orange juice inside, and it's colored with carrots and pumpkin. In Skittles, there's 10 different artificial dyes here in the United States, plus titanium dioxide, an ingredient that's banned in Europe because it causes DNA damage. Gatorade, here in the United States, uses red 40 and caramel color. In Germany, they use carrots and sweet potatoes to color their Gatorade. M&M has 10 artificial dyes made from petroleum linked to hyperactivity in children here in the United States, and in the UK, they only use 1.
You get the gist. So, yeah, Bobby Kennedy, come on, let's get at it, baby. Clean the House, and the new Attorney General and the new Department of Justice, investigate them and lock them up. How many family members have died because of the diseases created by these motherfuckers? And Big Pharma is all tied together. The food and the pharmaceutical companies are working hand in hand, y'all. The food company gets them sick, and the drug companies make them sicker by giving them motherfucking drugs. And drugs ain't gonna cure nothing. Drugs ain't never cured a goddamn thing. And this is why you need to dismantle the drug companies. God damn it. Y'all been in business for how many goddamn years? And ain't cured nothing yet. All y'all do is just, side effects may include your left nut falling out, going blind, going deaf. The side effects is worse than the goddamn disease you start with. What the f*** is these drug companies up to? I'm telling you what they're up to. They're up to slow death. to milk money out you. They don't want to kill you because there's no money in the cure. Bobby, get in there, turn the shit around. Doctors and drug companies should not get paid the whole time that you're sick. They get paid when we're healthy. Yeah. Flip the shit.
Whoa. Y'all hear Eddie Griffin making some great points right now. Y'all, let me build on this. With the Food and Drug Administration, in my opinion, I think it comes down to like chemistry. You know, on a molecular level, the food and drugs, what does food and drugs have in common? Chemicals, right? It's like about chemistry. How these chemicals affect the body. When you look at the back of the box, what you see on the back of the box, the ingredients is a bunch of chemicals, right? Now, Eddie Griffin is like, why is food being regulated like drugs? RFK, clean this thing up. They're calling it a toxic soup. Why people paying so much money for the medications and them ailments not being cured? All of these issues with the food system, drug system, pharmaceutical system, it seems like it could potentially be an uphill battle for RFK regulating these things because these things have been in place for a long time. But I've also heard RFK mention a few times that he could fix these things with the pen, right? Signing off on the right things. Some of the ingredients in the food is banned in other countries and in other nations.
Clearing out the corruption in your terms, would that mean clearing out the top level federal service workers that are currently at the FDA and the CDC?
In some categories, I would say.
What does that look like? Yeah.
In some categories of workers, there are entire departments, like the nutrition departments at FDA, that have to go. That are not doing their job. They're not protecting our kids. Why do we have Fruit Loops in this country that have 18 or 19 ingredients, and you go to Canada and it's got 2 or 3?
Would you eliminate any of the agencies?
To eliminate the agencies, as long as it requires congressional approval, I wouldn't be doing that. I can get the corruption out of the agencies. This is what I've been doing for 40 years. I've sued all those agencies. I have a PhD in corporate corruption, and that's what I do. And once they're not corrupt, once Americans are getting good science and are allowed to make their own choices, they're going to get a lot healthier.
But somehow in America, these ingredients get recklessly in our foods. And these ingredients over time affect the collective health of the people, the kids as well, them Capri Suns, them Hawaiian Punch, all of them little quarter waters that we used to drink. I never really drank the quarter waters, but like those 50-cent sodas, the Tropical Fantasy, I would always hear people say that some of those wasn't too good, right? But who knows? Maybe they could have been right. These things, they would affect the connection between the food, drugs, and the medical system. RFK, he looking like they're trying to revamp how America consumes. When you think of public schools, school lunches, they're like, why can't they have natural food from farms being delivered to kids? And that's dope. Like the relationship between farming, agricultural produce, and schools. It might sound like what, but it's because these things haven't been proposed yet. So even things like dairy, milk, cheese, and the food pyramid, who came up with the food pyramid? The United States Agriculture did. So the same companies hitting our food with the wok, they're looking at the food supply. They're actually the same companies telling you what to eat and how to eat. And when you look at things like the food pyramid, there could be some truth to it. But then also, these are the same companies that also have some contradictory regulations as well. So I think all of this stuff is very interesting. I think Eddie Griffin and RFK, they made some great points, right? America, y'all let me know who's wildin' here. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Super Tube. I know it's Astrosthetics. Let's get it, baby. Yeah.